Namaste parents, hello children, this is AJ. Welcome back to our session. We are learning 9th standard CBSE Mathematics, Chapter 7, Triangles. We have already finished 4 questions from exercise 7.4 children. If you missed the video, please watch my previous video. Let us start 5th question. In figure, PR is greater than PQ. PR is greater than PQ and PS bisects angle QPR. This one children. Prove that angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. Here they have already given that PR is greater than PQ. That means PR opposite angle PQR also greater than PRQ children. Correct? PQR is greater than PRQ. What is the reason here? Angle opposite to the greater side. Now PS is the bisector of angle QPR. This angle children. That means this angle is equal to this angle. So therefore I can write angle QPS is equal to angle RPS. Right children? Let it be first equation and this is second equation. Now PSR is the exterior angle. See, angle PSR. This is the exterior angle of this small triangle. If you divide this triangle PQS, now PSR is the exterior angle of this triangle children. What is the exterior angle property children? The exterior angle is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles. That means angle QPS, angle PQS, this angle. In place of angle PQS, we can write angle PQR also. Right children? So that's what I have written here. Angle PSR equal to angle PQR plus angle QPS. Let it be equation 3. Now PSQ is the exterior angle of this triangle. If you compare this triangle, PSQ, this angle is exterior angle for this triangle. Correct children? Here also exterior angle property we can use angle PSQ equal to what are the opposite angles children? Angle SPR plus angle PRS. PRS. In place of PRS, we can write PRQ also children. In place of PRS, we can write PRQ also. So that's what I am writing. In place of PRS, I am writing PRQ. Right children? From here you can add first and second equations children. Therefore, we are adding equation 1 and equation 2. Therefore, angle PQR, this one plus angle QPS is greater than, because we are adding QPS to this one, is greater than to angle PRQ plus angle RPS. This is already greater than PRQ. Here we are adding angle QPS only. Angle QPS here we are adding, so that is greater than angle PRQ plus angle RPS. From third equation, angle PQR plus angle QPS equal to angle PSR. In place of this two angle sum, we can write angle PSR children. That is greater than. Now what is angle PRQ plus angle RPS? This one. Now fourth equation, if you see angle PRQ plus angle RPS or angle SPR, that equal to angle PSQ. So in this place I can write angle PSQ. Therefore we can say that angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ children. That's what we have to prove here. Angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. Sixth question children. Show that of all line segments drawn from a given point not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Here we took line segment L, children. Point P, it is not on the line segment. Point P is somewhere here. If you draw any two line segments, we have to prove that only the perpendicular line segment is the shorter one. That means we have to prove that PN is the shortest line segment. Okay, children? Here they have already given that one perpendicular line segment. That means N equal to 90 degrees. Now observe this triangle PMN triangle. Now we can use angle sum property. Angle P plus angle M plus angle N equal to 180 degrees. Right, children? Angle sum property. We know that angle N equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, angle P plus angle M plus 90 equal to 180. That means angle P plus angle M equal to 180 minus 90, that equal to 90 degrees, children. Correct? That means M is an acute angle. M is an acute angle. Here it is perpendicular, means M is an acute angle. So we can say that M is a smaller angle than N. Correct? Here angle M is smaller than angle N because it is an acute angle. If it is 90 degrees, means this is acute angle and this is also below 90 only. So here I am taking M is smaller than angle N. So what is M opposite side? PN. So PN also smaller than N opposite side. PM. What is the reason, children? Side opposite to the smaller angle, children. So that means PM. PM is greater side and PN is shorter. Right, children? So PN is shorter here. It is proved. If you draw any other line segment also and if you join two line segment, so it can be proved same way. Therefore, we can say that the perpendicular line segment is the shortest one. Let us start exercise 7.5, children. First question. ABC is a triangle. Locate a point in the interior of triangle ABC which is equidistant from all the vertices of triangle ABC. This is the triangle, children. ABC. We have to locate one point which is equidistant from all the vertices. That means from point A to this point is equal to B to this point is equal to C to this point. Right, children? These distances should be equal. So that point is called circumcenter of a triangle. Only that point is always equidistant from all the vertices, children. So we need a one point that should be in equal distance from all the three vertices. That is called circumcenter. For that we need to draw perpendicular bisectors of these sides AB, BC and AC, children. Then only we will get the circumcenter. Here triangle ABC is there, children. We need to draw perpendicular bisectors of side AB, BC and AC, children. Then only we will get circumcenter. Now use your compass. Take more than half, children. Now I am drawing from BC. More than half distance. Here one arc and here also one arc. Now with the same distance from B also mark here and here also mark. Right, children? Now join these 2 points. Now we'll do it from AC, children. From C also take more than half. Draw an arc here and from A also same. Draw an arc here and here. Now join these 2 points. This one and this one. Now these two lines are meeting here at this point, children. 2 bisectors also enough. Okay. If you do the third one also, it will intersect at the same point here. Let us see AB bisector. Here also I am taking more than half distance. One arc here and another one here. Right, children? From A now. Here and this one. Now we have to join this point and this point, children. Now see children, after joining the third bisector also, we got the intersecting point there only. So 2 lines also enough, children. So that means this is the point. Circumcenter of a triangle is equidistant from 3 vertices. If you observe this distance and this distance and this distance also, it is equal, children. Let us see the distances from the circumcenter, children. From this point to A. So, this much. Now, point B, same here also. Now, we will see point C. See, children, same here also. Correct? So, it is equidistant from all the 3 centers. Second one, children. In a triangle, locate a point in its interior which is equidistant from all the sides of the triangle, children. Now they have given sides. So we need to locate a point that is equal from all the sides AB, BC and CA. So that point is called incenter. Only incenter is equidistant from all the sides, children. For that we need to construct angle bisectors, children. If you draw angle bisectors, then only we will get the point equidistant from all the sides. Right? Let us draw. This is a triangle ABC, children. We can find the incenter of this triangle by drawing the angle bisectors. Angle A, angle B, angle C, angle bisectors of this triangle, children. Let us see how it is. Let's take angle C, children. From this point, you have to draw one angle. Just give an angle shape. Right, children? Now take this angle distance. Now draw an arc here and here. From this side also, same. Here and here, children. Now we need to join this point and this point. If you join these 2 points to C, children, you will get this angle bisector. Right, children? Now we will do it for angle B. From here, you have to draw an angle shape. Now take this measurement. Draw an arc here and here, children. From this side also, same thing. Here one arc and here one arc, children. Right? Now we need to join these 2 points. Now see, children, these 2 lines are, these 2 angle bisectors are intersecting at this point. That means if you draw angle A bisector also, it will come through this point. So this is in center of this triangle, children. Okay? If you draw 2 also, that is enough, or 3 also, that is good, children. Now if you observe from this point to this distance, or this point to the opposite side distance, and this point to opposite side distance is equal. Distance means not from anywhere, children, from point to, from in center to perpendicular distance only. Right? Here just approximately I am taking a perpendicular distance. So this is the distance, children. And here this is also equal. And if you observe the third one, this is also equal. This is the point, children, in center. This is equidistant from all the 3 sides AB, BC, AC. Question 3, children. In a huge park, people are concentrated at 3 points. Point A, where there are different slides and swings for children. Point B, near which a man-made lake is situated. And point C, which is near to large parking and exit, children. Where should an ice cream parlor to be set up so that maximum number of persons can approach it? Right, children? Hint, the parlor should be equidistant from point A, point B and point C. This is the question, children. So here we have 3 points. One point we have slides and swings, and point B we have man-made lake, and C is parking and exit. If you join these 3 points, we have one triangle, children. Point A, B, C. Now here they are asking an ice cream parlor should be set up so that maximum number of people can approach. So here maximum people are there, here also maximum people are there, and here in point C also maximum people are there. So these people should easily approach the ice cream parlor. That means the point should be equidistant from this vertex and this vertex and this vertex also. The point should be equidistant from all the 3 vertices. Right, children? Then only the people can come and approach easily. Therefore, if you observe the first question, same thing, children. This point is called circumcenter. This is exactly the first question, children. Perpendicular bisectors of sides we have drawn here for triangle ABC. Then we got circumcenter. Right, children? Think this is slides and swings place, and this is man-made lake place, and this is parking place. Right, children? Now from 3 places people can approach this ice cream parlor easily. That is the circumcenter. For that we need to draw perpendicular bisectors. Simple trick, children. If they are asking it is equidistant from angles, we need to draw bisectors of the sides. If they are asking equidistant from sides, we need to draw bisectors of angles. That's it, children. Fourth question, children. Complete the hexagonal and star-shaped rangolis by filling them with as many equilateral triangles of side 1 cm as you can. Count the number of triangles in each case which has more triangles. First one we'll do it for hexagon, children. If you observe the sides, all have 5 cm and 5 cm and 5 cm. That means this is a regular hexagon, children. Right? Regular hexagon means all the sides are equal. Now we'll join these vertices, these points, children. After joining these all the points also, you will get same sides, children. That means 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm. Therefore, here if you observe, this is an equilateral triangle. See, 5, 5, 5 here. Right, children? That means angles also same. Opposite side angles also same. Equilateral triangle means 60 degrees and 60 degrees, and here also 60 degrees. Correct, children? Therefore, here you can find out equilateral triangle area. What is equilateral triangle area formula, children? Root 3 by 4 s square. Here s means side. Root 3 by 4 side square. Right, children? Here we have 5 cm, 5 cm, 5 cm equilateral triangle. Now we will find the equilateral triangle area for this 5 cm triangle. That equal to root 3 by 4 s square. That means 5 square. Correct? This equal to 5 square means 25. 25 root 3 by 4 centimeter square. Correct, children? So let it be here. We have hexagon here. In that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equilateral triangles are there. That means multiply with 6. Therefore, area of hexagonal rangoli is 6 triangles are there. So 6 into each triangle area, that is 25 by 4 root 3 centimeter square, children. 2 3s are 2 2s are 3 into 25, 75 root 3 by 2 centimeter square. Now what is this 75 root 3 by 2? That is total hexagon area. Right, children? Now we have to find area of equilateral triangle for 1 centimeters, because we have to fill with 1 centimeter triangles, right? What is equilateral triangle area? Root 3 by 4 s square. S means 1 only. 1 square means 1 only. Right, children? That means root 3 by 4 centimeter square. Now it is very easy question. We know hexagon Rangoli area and we have to fill that triangle 1 centimeter area. That also we know. Just divide with this one. Therefore, number of equilateral triangles, 1 centimeter triangles can be filled means hexagonal area divided by this small 1 centimeter triangle area we need to divide. That is 75 root 3 by 2 divided by root 3 by 4. You note that this will be the reciprocal of this fraction. 75 root 3 by 2 children into 4 by root 3. Correct? 2 ones are 2 twos are. Root 3 will get cancelled. 275 150. So how many number of triangles we can fill children? 150 triangles. 150 1 centimeter equilateral triangles we can fill in this hexagon Rangoli. Second one, star children. So if you observe this one also 5 centimeters, that means these triangles are equilateral triangles, right children? So do not disturb these triangles. Let us join these points children, right? So from here to here and here to here and these points, right? If you observe these triangles also 5 centimeters only. Correct. Now how many equilateral triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outside and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 children. Totally 12 equilateral triangles are there for this star shaped Rangoli children. Okay. Same here also. We have to find equilateral triangle area. What is equilateral triangle area formula? That equal to root 3 by 4 s square. Correct children? Here s is 5 centimeter. So first we will find out the triangle area for 5 centimeter equilateral triangle. That equal to root 3 by 4 into 5 square. 5 square means 25. Right children? That equal to 25 root 3 by 4 centimeter square. Here we have 12 triangles like that. Therefore, you can find out area of star children because we have 12 triangles are there. That equal to 12 into 1 triangle area. 12 into 1 triangle area 25 root 3 by 4 centimeter square. Correct? 12. 4 ones are 4. 3s are 3 into 25. 75 root 3 centimeter square children. This is 1 star area, right children? But we have to fill 1 centimeter triangles inside. That means we have to find out triangle area for 1 centimeter equilateral triangle. That equal to root 3 by 4 s square. S means here 1 only. That means root 3 by 4 centimeter square. Now you know how to find out the number of triangles filled in the star shape, right children? Therefore, number of equilateral triangle of 1 centimeter side can be filled in the star shape is equal to area of the star divided by area of 1 centimeter triangle. That equal to 75 root 3 divided by what is this area? Root 3 by 4 children. You know this one. This fraction will be the reciprocal of the first fraction. 75 root 3 into this will be 4 by root 3. Correct children? Here root 3 will get cancelled. 75 into 4 is there. 75 into 4 means 300. That means we can fill 300 1 centimeter triangles inside the star shape. Clear children? That's it children. This is the end of this chapter. Please learn all the properties and theorems very well. Thank you very much.